Anyways,
then you get a copy.
You just send a request for that.
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Blake.
Do we have a procedure that we're going by?
Not sure. I guess we'll wait for Mick to give us some instruction.
Okay.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, he just left. Should I go set down a slammer lap time?
What do you want to do?
Should I go jump on the rig and set down a hammer of a lap time without him in here?
Do it right now. Go, go, go.
I should.
Do it.
I assume you're watching the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling out of the pits. I don't know, I'm stuck in the pits.
Why?
Oh, my steering wheel's all messed up, that's why.
Oh.
It was turned.
Turned?
It was turned all the way to one way.
Hurt like everybody at this racetrack at the USA Nationals.
God, I just got hit. Okay. Coming on board.
See if I can... Doing well, Mick. Looking forward to working with you tonight here at the DRC Invitational. Blake Anderson is currently hot lapping the 7X of Jesse Glenn's because Jesse had to get up and go to, he had to leave the room for whatever reason. So Blake said, should I hop in the rig and just lay down a hammer of a lap time? I said, absolutely. So, definitely excited for this one. Watching Cedar Lake Speedway here on the iRacing platform, looking at it, it is unbelievable how positively real this looks. Especially all things considered with track conditions as well, the way that they are. This looks like just about any Saturday night at Cedar Lake Speedway. I think we're poised for some great action here tonight. I'm excited. Yeah, I have heard that the chicken at Bemidji is to die for. Exactly. I've heard that from countless people. That's awesome, and it looks like there's a bit of a cushion that is there too, so you got your choice of types of track. It looks the way that it is now. Way on the high side, that does look to be a little bit of a cushion. And in the apex of the 1-2 corner toward the top there, looks to be a little bit of brown. Might be a hole there, not too sure. But as you can see, coming through 3 and 4, it is dry slick, which, as you know, makes for which, as you know, makes for a driver's racetrack. And if Cedar Lake Speedway can be called anything, it is a driver's racetrack. You gotta have a lot of intestinal fortitude, as they say, as well as be very cerebral, making your way around this famed 3/8 mile high banked oval out of New Richmond. Yeah, me too. Along with us here is the lead host of the Build 2 Media podcast. I, of course, am just a lowly co-host, bottom of the totem pole. But Blake Anderson is here. He drives the 12X Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Upper Midwest Sprint Car Series sprint car, and he does it with gusto, as they say. And might I also add, I would consider he has the nicest beard in all of the Upper Midwest Sprint Car Series.
Oh, come on now.
Blake, how you doing, brother?
Not bad. How are you guys doing? Hey, Mick? I think I'm better than Jesse. I'm just going to come out and say that. He's using my rig, so obviously I'm probably better than he is, but I'm definitely excited. We played quite a bit, just practicing up, trying to, get that 1,000 in the pocket, but I think this is going to be pretty awesome. There's a lot of people, a lot of good names. You got Sammy Marks in there, Caden Blazer. I mean, they're already in the top 10 for times. I race with them quite a bit, in the off season on iracing. And truthfully, I think this is going to come down to some pretty fun situations in these heat races. Oof. That's gonna be a hell of a breakdown through all that.
I tell you what, that is, I believe, what the kids call. We are poised to see a dogfight here tonight to get into those 20 spots into the A main. And looking at some of the entries that are here tonight, I love that Chippewa Falls' own Michael Truscott in a 22T. With the throwback Rusty Wallace paint scheme that he ran in Bristol. And it's obviously good to see that young hot shoe also out of Chippewa Falls, Caden Blazer in the number 43, the modified prodigy, putting on fat tires and fenders, and we are lock, stock, ready to rock. I'm excited.
She looks slick, boys.
Yeah, that is one slick racetrack. For a minute, I thought that was the two-seater out there. So, Blake, during the off season, have you gotten a chance to get any rest? I know you had a bit of an issue with your car. Toward the end of the season, it put you out of commission for a while, but you're like the Tim Dalen of go-karts as well. I see you in the pits. You're fielding, 85 go-kart teams or something?
Yeah, no, we got the whole family racing. We got my brother's 2 kids and then my son as well down at Thunder Hills. So it gets pretty busy in the summertime, and then, of course, in June when I wrecked mine, it was just straight to work. And then now we're into snowplow season, so that's been keeping me up here the last few days.
We working together on the Built 2 Media podcast. Had a lot of fun with that this off season so far. If you guys out there listening to this, you want some good quality entertainment, or if you want to have something to listen to before you go to sleep at night to put you to sleep, actually. Built 2 Media Podcast, that's Built number 2 Media Podcast, available on all major podcast platforms. And we, the 4 of us, Blake, myself, Gunnar Cummings, and Zach Wittes, or is Zach racing tonight, Blake?
I don't believe so. I think he's going pushing.
That's dumb. I wanted to call him Todd Kubis again.
Jesse Glenn is qualifying 34th. They are. Look at the time intervals. They're just in the top 10. Holy cats!
The top 6 separated by 1/10 of a second. The way it looks.
Old Fropke, he's been leading like everything throughout all these practices and stuff. Flatten just walks in and says, "I got the bigger hoofs tonight, boys." Yeah. And just so everybody that's watching live right now knows, the iRacing deal is all set up, so when everybody comes in here, they are all on the same setup. There is no way anyone else can run anything better than the other guy. It is straight up. Everybody's got the same stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big problem. It depends on how deep you want to go, and it's crazy to think that really
Is qualifying finished? How much longer do we got left here?
you probably have 6 to 1 play going up. You got to come to 1 car. You can't switch cars every 10 minutes and try to.
Caden Blazer coming in 8th. I wonder if he's ever had a girlfriend named Eileen.
I knew you were going there, Blake. I knew it. I just knew it. As soon as you started talking, I was like, insert cheesy dad joke here. And you have yet to disappoint me, sir.
Well, I mean, even qualifying 5th would be a pretty stout spot to start the heat races.
With this field of contenders, you are absolutely right. Oh, Jeff Lee coming to a pause out on the racing surface. I am digging all of the paint schemes on each of these cars, too. These are all looking pretty sharp. Way to go, guys. Did you see the picture above that? That happens to be that is the former Wissota Street Stock National Champion, Parker Anderson, deciding to have a little bit of fun. He put a fathead of myself and Wissota's #1 super fan, Jeremy Bloom. So myself and Big Jeremy have graced the hood of Parker Anderson's car. Here we go with our first heat of the night. Mick?
Look at that, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'm pretty sure they all raced go-karts together at one point.
You're right. Looking forward to this. Definitely looking forward to talking to some of these competitors along the way as well.
Ooh, jeez.
Cade Nelson picking up his first ever limited late model feature win last summer in Tomahawk. 5 weeks behind the wheel of that limited late model, and he parks it against some pretty stout competition in the USRA division, limited late models at Tomahawk Speedway. And we need to talk about the Ice Cube, Sammy Mars. No pressure, Sammy. No pressure. You're just a multi-generation racer and a son of a National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, so don't let the pressure get to you, buddy. All of Wissota's watching.
I'm going to let you know he's probably got more laps on iRacing in a late model than he does in real life.
He's probably got more laps in iRacing late model than the rest of the competitors here in this heat race #1.
Pretty stiff competition in this one, too.
You know, looking at guys like Jeff Lee and Johnny Broking, definitely excited to see what Broking can do here in heat race #1 as they take off behind the iRacing pace truck from the green belt flag stand, passing where Tom Nesbitt's tree used to be. You know I had to, Blake.
Yeah, you did. So, Built to Media Podcast did what for the first of this deal?
So first flip, the first late model that flips over, we will be getting $100 from the Todd Squad at Built to Media. Also, we are sponsoring the Hard Charger Award and Hard Luck, and the fine folks at Wide Open Marine have thrown up $100 as well for best appearing or funniest looking car. So a lot of fun here tonight.
Best appearing.
Best appearing. Sure. My vote's Parker Anderson because my face is on it. Green flag. Here we go.
Sammy running the Kush through 1 and 2.
What? You're the leader after 1.
Caution's out.
Should do like James Essex every time the caution comes out. Caution is out.
Blake Adams in the comments says, "Go Blake Adams." Daryl Hazelton's in here watching, boys.
Daryl Hazelton in the house. Speaking of people who are stewards of dirt track racing, especially in our area, Daryl Hazelton, he's got Rookie's Pub and Huckleberry Saloon. I'm pretty sure on every car within a probably 20-mile radius of Chippewa Falls. And Daryl Hazelton, he's got Rookie's Pub and Huckleberry Saloon. I'm pretty sure.
Is it single file or are we going too wide again? Too wide restarts.
Oh, that's Darren Hazelton watching. Daryl's twin brother. Yeah, sorry, Darren.
Jeremy Bloom in the chat.
All right, here we go. Back to green. 6 to go.
That was a hell of a run on that start.
Sammy Mars went way to the outside, coming through 1 and 2. Now going to make it 3 wide, coming through 3 and 4 flatness. Still your leader. 5 to go at the stripe. Broken giving chase behind him. Curdy, Jeff Lean, and Sammy Mars rounding out your first 5. Taking a look at this track, Blake. You got a lot of laps around here. Looking at it now, looks to me like it's peeling apart a little bit up in 1 and 2. If you were looking at this track right now, what strategy would you use?
Oh, I'm definitely running in the middle until that stuff starts to get a little more brown on top. Especially the race leader that come on, there it is. There it is, Ben. Built
We got one.
Podcast, $100 bill.
We got one.
Instant replay. It's Tyler Radenberg. Oh.
Oh.
That. Yeah. You have to send that one back to MB Customs, boys. She's tweaked. Blew the deck right over to the grandma's house.
Well, at least he can say you earned some money here tonight. Compliments Wide Open Marine getting $100. Or Rattenberg. Or Rabenberg, sorry.
Rabbitbergs.
Same thing.
Radenberg.
I shouldn't say that.
First name Tyler. We'll go with that.
Yeah, good. Platten making that middle line work for him. Coming to the laundry, that time by Flatten, Broken, Curdy, Lean, Mars, your first 5, of course, first 3, transfer spot. Checkers up and down, Flatten takes it.
A pretty good race. I think the coolest part about this whole iRacing deal after their updates is how you can actually watch the cushion move. It gets really crumbly, it starts to get black, and next thing you know, there's a top and there's a bottom.
Alan Tennis, if I'm not mistaken, in the 51 is the son of a longtime racer Jason Tennis out of Alexandria, Minnesota, north central Minnesota. I believe that's who it is. Want to thank Dr. Troy Powers for joining us in the chat here. This comment is awesome, and it gives me Troy, you give me a little PTSD, buddy.
Green flag, green flag.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Getting the family lineage correct. Caution is out. Yeah, let's break this down here as we take a look at the instant replay. To me, it looks like the 8 got turned sideways, just a little too much coming out of turn, coming out of the turn there, and that's where the bomb went off. Well, we can only hope.
Green flag, green flag.
Easy.
Barry gets a hell of a run coming out of 4.
Barry running Barry's got about a 3-car advantage heading into the 1-2 corner. Smith gonna climb to the top shelf. Guys trying to find any sort of attack that they can. The track does look a little bit more hammered down now, which is typical for the beginning of the night at Cedar Lake Speedway. They usually are not afraid to use that water truck, although I've heard some people say otherwise, but Every time that I get to Cedar Lake Speedway at the beginning of the night, it is pretty tacky and makes for bad fast racing all night long. So we got 2 to go at the stripe. Barry out front with about a 3-car length advantage. Checkers up and down. He takes it. Smith coming in second. Hines finishing in that final transfer spot, Mick.
Huh. Nick, you're not working on the live stream. Yeah, no one's hearing you on the live stream. That would make sense why Jesse's like, hey, I only think you and Ben are announcing. But
Josh, that's actually been a while since I've been.
yeah, you were just talking to us. Sorry about that, folks. We do have a third person in here, but yeah.
Oh, I see, Troy. That's where you wanted the people to sit down at. I got you. That's even funnier.
Well, we do apologize. Mick was in here announcing all the lineups, but
Well, I think I can take this one. I've done it a time or two.
give her.
On the point, Jason lead in number 24 to the outside. The young hot shoe, 15 years old, coming to us from Triple Falls. That is number 43, Caden Blazer. Inside of row number 2, piloting the number 12 entry, starting in third, Brandon Dolman, and to his outside. Check it out. He is a third-generation racer out of Cameron. In the number 4, that is going to be Blake Adams. Inside of row number 3, starting in 5th, coming to us from the Winona, Minnesota area, number 115, Alex Williamson. And 1 row back, starting in 7th, inside of row number 4, that is going to be the 77 of Andy Ladd. And to Andy Ladd's outside, that is going to be Woodall Johnson to the rest of the field as we go green. Here we go.
All right, I think we got this fixed. I'm back on board now.
Ooh, middle is coming in, boys.
I see that. Blazer did have a bit of a lead. Jeff Lee now working that middle groove. Blazer goes to the top shelf, kisses the wall just coming out of turn 2, gathers it back up with about a 3 to 4 car length at disadvantage behind your leader, Jason Lean, in 24.
Caden holding on to the second spot, running that middle top line.
Well, he's one of those kids that I'm sure in all of his spare time, when he's not working for his dad, Todd Blazer, I'm sure he's iracing a lot. And that's, just like anything else, Blake, anything we're doing, if you want to be good at it, you got to practice at it.
Turn 2 cushion is coming in, Ben. Look at
love
that
it.
running guy coming to 3.
I see that.
Michael Truscott holding on solid to that 5th place. Is that Alex Williamson's?
Yes, sir.
The dude.
Blazer now looking to go to the inside of Jace Lean. Backs off for just a second. 2 to go at the stripe. Look out. Blazer got overtaken by Dolman there for just a second. Blazer going to try and tuck it into the inside. One more time, goes back to the middle groove. Laundry is out this time by half of a lap to go for Jace Lean and 24. Caden Blazer got one more set of corners to try and get himself a heat win. He's going to transfer into the feature. Jace Lean, Caden Blazer, and Dolman, your first 3 with Alex Williamson and Michael Truscott on the outside looking in.
All right, what a race. I think we got the button problem figured out for the mic.
Perfect. Hey, Nick, welcome.
Yeah, it's nice to be here. All right, for the next heat, we got, starting on the pole, we got Jay Fromke. Outside of him, we got Adam Brotherton. Starting in 3rd, Corey Motter. In 4th, Scott Anderson. In 5th, Ryan Mickelson. In 6th, Brett Hines. In 7th, we got Corey Jones. Starting 8th, we got Jesse Glens. And then rounding out the field, we got Jordan Langer.
A lot of Red Cedar Speedway runners in this one.
No kidding. No kidding. Corey Mater, I would consider, has more laps around Red Cedar Speedway than most competitors here. I could make an argument he is the most cerebral driver I have really ever seen. The guy is a certified genius. When he's talking setups and stuff, most setup talk in general is way over my head anyway, because, I just talk for a living. But Corey, when he's talking physics and, the Pythagorean theorem and all this other stuff, and it's like, I don't know what's going on, but that's why he is so good at what he does.
And the cool part about all this is you got Corey Maynard, who actually races, Glenn's, Langer, all that, and then you got Fromke, who's like a star on iRacing and races as well.
Yeah, a lot of diversified talent in this field for sure. Speaking of Fromke jumping out to an early lead.
Yeah, Fromke's been tough in all the practice races we've been running too. He's been up there every night.
So consistent, running super close to that wall too in 1 and 2. Track looks like it's shaking.
High lines and low lines. Look at where those are going to be the group. Oh no!
Hines just kills Mater.
Yeah, that was not a good one. He got some damage. We're halfway through this heat. I might have one more heat on track yet.
Well, with that caution, Glenn's moves up a spot.
Blake, as Jesse Glenn's sim rig owner, are you beating yourself and giving him any tips on how to run your rig?
Mainly just tickling armpits and lighting like weird candles that smell weird and trying to, cause any distraction I possibly can.
Being a farmer, you probably have some old meat laying around somewhere. You should go,
No, we've been practicing quite a bit. Last night we went up to a little poker party at Truscott's. We ran some laps in the basement there. And, it's been a long time since Jesse's been on a rig, but we got him prepared in a couple days and some hours, and I think the car looks pretty spot on compared to, for an iRacing sim. Looks just like his Wasota car, and he's good. He just, it's hard when you don't do it every day. It's like trying to remember how to ride a bike sometimes.
Or walk and chew gum at the same time. Lord knows I'm not good at that.
Green flag, Fromke's still on the pin. Brotherton holding that top line as well.
Brotherton with just under a second disadvantage behind your leader, Fromke. With Scott Anderson running in third.
Parker.
See if Jesse Glenn's can do some Jesse Glenn's things here and crack into the top three as we got 2 to go this time by. White flag this time by. Jake Fromke continuing to show the way, stretch his lead out to 1.38 seconds. So your first three are Jake Fromke coming back in first, coming back in second, Adam Brotherton, and in the third, Scott Anderson.
All right, next heat is on the track. This will be a good race. We got Brock Stout starting on the pole in that number 49 machine. Garrett Paul starting in the second on the outside. Blake Swenson starting in third. Cole Boston starting in fourth. Caleb Moen starting in fifth. Andy Jones in the 173 machine starting in sixth. Charlie Olson starting in seventh in the number 10 machine. Cole Spacek in the 8th position. And that is going to round out the last of our heat races.
Oh, JDI Signs and Graphics, Andy Jones, Caleb Moan, he was the what was it, Minnesota Micro Series points champion this year. Got a lot of wins under his belt. Not bad for the first year in the Micro at Thunder Hill. Caleb's been over here a couple times too, playing some iRacing, getting him all tuned up. Ben, are you still alive?
Oh, yeah. Live and kicking. Just received a word that in the last race, the driver who we thought was Scott Anderson was actually Parker Anderson, Scott's son, doing a sneak job trying to get into. Parker just sent me a message. He said he wants to win the $100. For some reason, he thinks he's getting a 30-pack of adult beverages, but he said he wants to win the rap contest. Cole Spacek, first ever late model feature winner at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie.
Well,
I'm at it. And here we go.
Stout out to ooh, we got some touch and bang and bumping. Come on.
No caution out. He must have kept it going straight. There it is.
Oh, Stout was just tiptoeing that top side too.
Oh, looks like he got into the back of Paul a little bit and lifted and got turned sideways.
Got the birthday boy Jake Miller in the chat. Don't forget to wish Jake Miller a happy birthday.
He said the track even ripples like a Saturday night.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. When you're racing, you know, if you get into some of them 40, 50 lap features on this thing, it's nuts how much that track changed and what you can see. Just, I mean, for being a simulation game, you guys can tell just right now for this being the 5th heat, look at how much that track's changed already. And like the cool thing is Mick, like he said earlier, I don't think you guys heard that, but when we go to the A main, they're going to reset the usage percentage on the track, so these drivers will have a little more track to work with for the feature.
So in chat, we got Andy Walker asking, hey, Blake and Ben, how many chickens does it take to kill an elephant?
Andy, episode 70, we do not answer or ask that question anymore.
Oh, yeah, Andy, we won't answer.
Oh! Jeez, you see that wheelie? Come on!
Wow! Turning Cedar Lake Speedway into a motocross track. Come on.
Stout is just ripping the top. He's running away from him.
Wide battle for second and third. Again, top and bottom. And look at the middle of the track over in 1 and 2. You can really see the shiny part where the groove is starting to come in on the bottom side, but again, it's going to be reset for tonight's feature event. Stout tickling just under a second advantage over the rest of the field.
We got a heck of a battle for that last transfer spot.
Look at Cole Spacek. Rubbing and gunning, beating and banging, going backwards.
That moves Moen up to the last transfer spot.
Caleb Moen.
That's my boy right there. Man, that was a good race, boys.
That was a good race. That battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. If you like neat things, that last heat race, that was a neat thing.
I mean, it was pretty neat. If I had to put it on a neat scale.
Yeah, if you want to put it on a scale of 1 to neat, it's that neat.
Yeah, that a boy. Get some donies in.
There you go.
Do your thing, girl. Yeah, Jesse, you're in the C main. Jesse.
I forget we got like 50 people.
I'll see you in a Kia. Oh, look at this. Live chat.
All
What's up,
right.
chat?
We got a
Wow.
big field. Jeffrey Lean's going to be starting on the pole for this one. Alex Wilkinson outside of him. Cole Boston's going to be starting in third. Matthew Larson in fourth. Jesse Gens starting in fifth. Kate Nelson in sixth. Blake Adams in seventh. Blake Swenson. Oh, we got Blake's in the same row. That can't be a good thing. We got Kevin Schmidt starting in ninth. Corey Marr in 10th. Jeff Ekdahl in 11th. Luke Johnson in 12th.
Every other car out here should be worried about it.
And let's see who else we got here. We got Charlie Olson starting in 13th. Talon starting in 14th. Jordan Langer in 15th. And that will be this consolation race.
C Main's almost had an alphabet soup going, fellas.
I see that.
Ooh, April's saying Matt Larson has the best looking
We
car.
practice bottom in yet. She's slick.
Simon Wallstrom, our off-camera, off-microphone concession stand reporter, said the concession stand at Cedar Lake's out of popcorn already, and Andy Walker said he needs a green chili burrito. Where's Marge Cook when they need her? She should be sending all of us green chili burritos right now. That'd be great. Actually, Blake, you've got somewhat of a theory where you've got a system about going through the concession stand at Cedar Lake, don't you?
Oh, for sure. Cedar Lake Burger, boys. Here we go. Ready? You go up, you grab yourself a pull. Oh, what is this start doing here? What a mess.
That was ugly.
Well, let's see if they're going to let that go.
Oh, it's going, man. Flagman says, I don't care.
Oh,
William.
there we got a caution.
Oh, never mind. Flagman's like, not today, not in my house. Let's see who caused this mess. Looked like Minneapolis traffic when they get an inch of water.
All right, Blake, Cedar Lake Burger, lay it on us.
Cedar Lake Burger?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Whoa.
here you go. You walk in, you grab yourself a cheeseburger, all right? Then you grab yourself a pulled pork. You run around, you pay, you say thank you very much, you walk around, you grab some little bit of ketchup, you put that on the burger. You take the top bun off the pulled pork, throw that in the garbage, put some barbecue sauce on that, slap them together, you got yourself Cedar Lake patties. Come on, that's some good stuff.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so good. You ever had a burger from Cedar Lake?
No, I've never been there.
Oh, Jesus, Mick. What are you doing? Where have you
Mick.
been?
Eating the chicken up in Bemidji.
He's been in outer Mongolia. Have you ever made the drive from Bemidji to, like, anywhere?
Somebody in Bemidji bought Gator chassis.
Really?
Pretty sure that's where everything went. Ah, here we go. Let's do this. Get some laps down. Tight.
Lean after starting on the pin. Goes back into second place.
Oh, pile up in the corner.
Oh, man.
Got two of them over.
We got a couple meatballs, turn 3 and 4. All in the record.
Blake Swenson upside down.
I believe that's Alex Williamson as well.
Yeah, that was Alex Williamson. Upside down, too.
Initial start is on leader after that, or initial start's on green. After that, it's
0-0.
Fans Fund organizer Jason Reichert said Deer Creek has the Cedar Lake Burger on their menu, Blake.
Oh my gosh, I gotta go to Deer Creek again. I've only raced there once, and it was the best time ever.
Yeah, they definitely got it going on at Deer Creek Speedway, Spring Valley, Minnesota.
'33 car of Boston looks like he's got quite a bit of damage. We'll see if he's able to keep pace with these boys when they go green.
That's a pretty bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him.
Oh, looks like the 33 might have got an end the longest line penalty for that one. Looks like they sent him to the back.
Mick, how many are we taking out of this?
I think we were set up originally for 2. We'll have to see. It all depends on how many cars started the whole night. Final start for the A main is only going to be 20 cars. We took 3 from each one of the heats. Ran 5 heats.
Caution is out.
Another caution happening. What, did Jesse have to get up and go to the bathroom or something again, Blake? Or what's the deal here?
No, he's racing right now. I mean,
I
I'm just
know
gonna
that.
be
That's what
honest.
I'm asking about the caution.
Oh, yeah, no, he had to leave to water his camel.
He had some emergency. He had to wash his tap water in a hurry, or what?
Yes, yeah. No, his camel was making camel noises, so he went out to water him quick to use up that quick repair and, you know, water the camel and get back out there.
There we go.
Jesse's biggest strategy tonight was wearing white socks for the simulation pedals versus black socks. So, see if that works out for him in this C main.
Let him wear even his racing shoes in your house, Blake.
No. Shoes off at the door. That's the rule, Ben.
Yeah, I abide by it now.
Now.
No shoes on the sim.
It took me a while. You know, that's that whole authority thing. I just don't like it that much.
Joseph, 60% of the time it works.
Truer words have never been spoken, Joe Wagman.
Green flag.
Oh, caution again.
Well, that was fun. That was so much fun. Great job, Ben. I think we should take a fan vote if Dirt Race Central should do this again.
Ooh, 34 car was upside down. 110 goes over. Is that the 11?
That is the 11 car of Jeff Ekdahl on the lid. If you had done that in the first heat race, you'd get $100. Yeah, in the comments, Cody Almer pointed out we need tire samples off the 44. Tire samples are going to be turned in. We're going to be taking random tire samples throughout the night off the pace truck, that is. Not off these cars. Nobody cares.
Fun fact for iRacing, the interior of the pace truck is actually Dodge interior. And it is a Chevy. Just thought I'd let everyone know that.
What were you doing inside the pace car?
Pace lapping. I have ADD. I get bored sometimes. So I had to check out the interior.
I wish you'd had that race recorded where you did that.
Oh, I could do it again. No problem. Can mic up and tell the leader here to drive through it. Do a little in-car video. Maybe later.
Top two going to the big dance here tonight. Jarek Stabler throwing out a $100 bonus to Eddie Miller, Central Speedway driver who wins tonight's A-Main feature. This is on behalf of J-Rod's Garage. Oh, let's go, he says. I love it. I'm digging it.
Caution's out. Langer pulls on the track while everyone's taking the green flag.
Jordan.
Come on, Jordan.
Jordan, you know better.
There's the instant replay. Oh, they were wrecking before that happened.
I was gonna say I thought I seen wrecking him for.
Okay.
There you go.
Just
Hit
looking
the pace
super.
car. Hit the pace car.
Why don't you hit your face?
You've been hitting everything else out on the racetrack. I want you to hit the pace car and make it perfect. Love that movie.
Just getting on the spot back.
At least they've never ran over the flag, man. My brother did that one night in Bemidji.
That happened just last night at the Tulsa Shootout.
I saw that. He did it in just packing the track though, so you know, it was special.
Gosh.
We have 352 people watching this event tonight. Throw out some, let's chat it up, guys. Let's talk it up. Throw out some nominees for Best Appearing Car. What are you thinking? Well, we got 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Check that. Jeff Lean's still out front. Definitely experience does play a role as we get a peek into the in-car. Looks like we're riding with Charlie Olson. I believe that's Charlie Olson in-car view.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it is. Yep, that is Charlie Olson.
Early sending it all the way down to the bottom. Checkwood was already out for that one though. Top 3, we got Lean, Nelson, and Adams. We're gonna have one more qualifier here though.
That's exactly how I envisioned this to go.
Blake Mick, was Santa good to you guys?
Very.
Always, dude. Beef jerky. Come on. Can't have anything better than that.
I told my girlfriend that next year, instead of putting out milk and cookies for Santa, I want to put out beef jerky and cheese curds.
That's the way it should be. Come on, in Wisconsin.
I couldn't agree with you more. Second of these C features, alphabet soup features, rolling out of the Cedar Lake Speedway. Mick, tell us who we got.
All right, starting in the number 1 position, we got Corey Bergquist. Outside of him, we got Brett Hines. Sam Mars in that 28 machine starting 3rd. Michael Truscott starting 4th. Cole Spacek in 5th. Cody Eichmann in 6th. Ryan Mickelson in 7th. Grayson Pratt in that Dirt Race Central car starting in 8th. Andy Woodall in 9th. Andy Jones starting in 10th. Jaden Berg is starting in 11th. Corey Jones in 12th. And we have Tyler Ravenberg in 13th and Andy Ladd 14th. Peter Nelson will be rounding out the field in the 84 machine. We got some real good drivers in this one. It's going to be a tough battle up front.
I watched Andy Jones up at the Red Clay Classic at ABC Raceway in Ashland. I watched his hauler get just buried in the campground area. Absolutely buried. He was trying to make a turn, went off of the packed roadway just a little bit, and his truck and trailer got buried up to the wheel wells. Took a long time for them to get that out too.
That's never good. Oh, we got a pile up behind the front row. there's probably going to be some black flags issued on that one.
Yep, she is junked from 6th on back.
Mars sends it in deep to take over the lead.
Getting a little rowdy for 2nd through 4th.
Oh, we got one backwards on the back straightaway.
That was Michael Truscott. He was throwing a pile of elbows coming out of turn 2. And he decided it'd be a fun time to go to the other way. Everybody's throwing elbows there. Holy cow.
Oh, that's a big rollover. And Truscott ends up on his lid.
I can about imagine the tapestry of curse words that is hanging over Lake Wissota right now after the 22T went on his lid.
Yeah, already we got Hines showing 4 laps down.
Nick, it takes a lot of people to put something like this together, and it takes the help of some of our gracious marketing partners. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who has jumped on board here?
Well, I know we got Dirt Race Central. I know myself from All the Dirt is helping with this quite a bit. I also work with John and Dirt Race Central streaming up in Bemidji. We got Build 2 Media coming on board helping out. I appreciate you guys jumping on board. We got another caution out already, guys.
Just when Sammy was taking control of this race.
Another one that had jumped in and helped with some of the payout was Central Plains Construction. They jumped in and helped us pay out a little farther back in the field. We appreciate everything that all of our sponsors have done for us. We also got Wide Open Marine. But a lot of this has been put on by those good boys at Dirt Race Central. Couldn't do it without them.
I see Dave Keeney is self-proclaimed Michael Truscott emotional support animal in the chat. He said, it'll buff out. Actually, he said a word that it probably shouldn't say on a family show, so... Ryan Steinhofer brings up a good point. Parts trucks are making nothing but money here tonight.
They're raking it in hand over fist. Alright, lights are off on the pace truck. You see these guys holding back is because of where the pace truck exits the track is in turn 1. So they try to give them enough spots so they're not interfering and trying not to run them over as they're coming into turn 1.
Want to give a big shout out to the legendary Midwest Modified racer Tony Barr, Double Q. They got the race on at the Drop Time Bar in northern Wisconsin. Shout out Drop Time Bar, Tony Barr and crew. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Is Sammy Mars showing the way? 5 in, 5 remaining for the Ice Cube, Sammy Mars. Cole Spacek right behind him. Starting to reel him in a little bit. Less than now about a tenth of a second behind him, challenging for the lead coming out of turn 4. Spacek looking to be the inside. Sammy Mars puts that right rear on on the cushion up top. Maintains his lead. 3 to go, Mick Blake.
We saw Burke was sending that thing in there deep, put a slider on, but he lost quite a bit of ground when he did that and actually lost the 3rd position to Eichmann. We got the white flag in the air. He's got one more lap to post this thing on the podium.
Let's see if Cole's got anything. Cole's Spacek, of course, another second-generation racer, and again, first ever. He won the first ever late model race at Angel Park Speedway, which is the longest-running racetrack in Wisconsin. Comes up a little bit short here in this event. The Ice Cube, Sammy Mars, punches his ticket to the big dance.
And that should set the field. We're going to have a great feature race. All right, so we're going to have a couple minutes of warm-up while these guys tune this track back in a little bit. They were going to reset it after the last consolation race back to start. We'll see if that happened. She's still looking pretty warm from what I can see. We'll see if they'll get this thing reset though before they launch the A main. Otherwise, we're going to have a nice dry slick track for the feature. Looks like we got 381 viewers tuning in over the Dirt Race Central broadcasting area.
To answer our colleague Justin Zerngabel's question, Cole Spacek won that race at Angel Park in a Soybert Calf Ranch's owned rocket chassis fielded by Mark Rogers. And I don't remember if it was the number 1 car that he was in or if he had a 22 on it. That I do not remember. Jason Reichert, Justin knows. Oh, he knows. He's just testing me. Again, I want to thank Jason Reichert for tuning in here. You want to talk about two guys that worked their tails off for the betterment of racing and late model racing in general. It's Jason and Justin Reichert putting together the Fans Fund every year for the USA Nationals. They raise money all season long, and they put on a 10 or 12 lap race at the USA Nationals every year. Every driver that is in that race is elected by each and every one of you, the fans. You pay a little bit to vote, and if you $5 a vote, and if you pay $30, obviously you get all the votes that you bought, as well as you were then invited to a luncheon on Saturday in the sandbox at the USA Nationals, with every one of the Fans Fund racers. So, awesome program that Jason and Justin Reichert have taken over the recent years.
I'm back, boys.
Someone said we should give Blake Adams a provisional.
Blake Adams also wants, for whatever reason, he's protesting. He wants Kate Nelson disqualified.
Like the heat.
Young Blake Adams. He's sitting in a sim rig talking smack. I can hear it right from here. Holy cow, former 2-time and reigning, defending Street Stock Little Dream champion Nick Trainer in the chat this evening. Even Cade Nelson himself is calling for Cade Nelson to be disqualified. About a minute left in this feature hot lap session. 122. So in essence, Jonathan Powers, Justin Zerngabel, I was right. I didn't remember if it was the 1 or the 22, but it was both. You know, I can't remember what I did 2 hours ago. Ask my girlfriend. and yet I can remember something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Hey, Ben,
Hey, Blake.
how many chickens does it, Fromke's looking pretty fast out here in these qualifying laps. Sammy Mars, man, they're all so close, too. Like we said earlier with this iRacing deal, thankfully everybody comes in here and it is fixed setup, so there is no adjustments. It's all in the wheel, how you drive. And boy, if you've never done any iRacing simulator stuff, it's a huge difference if you're an inch away from the wall or 2 inches.
I had an iRacing rig for a while, and I went into that deal thinking that it was going to be more of a game as opposed to a simulator.
No, it's real. It's like real life.
Yeah, it is definitely real. Hey, what up, Scott? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Scott. What's up, Scott?
From the bar in the campground of the USA Nationals, I remember. I rode my e-scooter, my electric scooter that I rented for the Nationals past there, and I just stopped on in as one does and had a blast with Scott Smith and company.
Are you sure it was an e-scooter, or was that your handicap scooter that you were using that weekend?
Oh no, I never got a shot at that handicap scooter. Not once.
All right, Ben, do you want to go over our starting positions?
Let's go.
Certainly.
The big show.
50 laps the distance, 1,000 American dollars on the line. On the point, Ryan Flatten going to be piloting the number 15 to his outside. Tyler Berry in the 500. Inside of row number 2, starting in third, the number 24 of Jason Lean. And to his outside, number 63, that's going to be Jake Fromke. Inside of row number 3, starting in the 5th position, is going to be number 49, Brock Stout. Into Stout's outside, one of the many of the Broking Racing family contingent, that is going to be the 45 of Johnny Broking. Coming to us from Chippewa Falls, Fall Creek, Eau Claire area, in the number 21, starting in 7th, inside of row number 4 is going to be Jake Smith, and to his outside, that is the young hot shoe coming to us from Chippewa in contention for best appearing car here this evening, number 43 of Caden Blazer. Starting on the inside of row number 5 in 9th, and number 14 is going to be Adam Brotherton, and to his outside, racing out of Canada, one of our neighbors to the north, that is going to be number 10 of Garrett Ball.
Good thing they had a caution. You're running out of wind.
Jordan Curdy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that caution was called for. It's not showing up anything.
I better get the lineup back up so old Ben can finish her.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Stupid software. You know, computers are great until they're not. Alright, these guys, since the caution came out so quick, they will probably line back up in their original starting positions, except for whoever caused that caution. Looks like we have 19 cars on the track right now.
Out.
Nice, good start. You can see the two grooves we got working. We got a high line and a low line. We'll see if that middle comes in throughout the race.
Still running that wall. Flatten, playing it safe down there on the bottom.
I think I'm back.
Hi, Ben. Welcome.
Thank you. My computer froze up. My docking station froze up for whatever reason. Just as I was finding my groove introducing the starting lineup for our feature event here, everything just went dark. And then I started to cry.
And the caution is back out.
Caution's out. Tell you what, that is a really nice looking car there too.
That 15 of Flatten, yeah, that's a good looking car.
Yeah, that is nice. That is a sharp looking car.
See if we can figure out what's wrong with the caution. Oh, right there. 44 got into the 17, turned him around, and collected the 88.
Line them all back up.
Blake, you sound like you're announcing golf.
Golf clap?
Golf clap? Golf clap.
I'm sorry. We should have done a practice run at this.
Right?
Just letting you know, everybody that's in here, this is all our first time. Green flag's out.
Broken got into the back of the 21 just a little bit. Everybody stayed straight though.
Come on, Ben, sell the show.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I'm finding something to sell here.
It's green flag.
Yeah, I know it. We got 2x2. Battle for 5th. Fromke looks like he's about to reel in Flatten. Fromke really pushing that cushion up past the wall. If he's not careful, he's going to end up in the Apple River.
We all know what happens in the Apple River.
Good battle happening for the lead. Fromke switches it up. Monster slide job from him. Ho-ho!
Yeah, coming in one. Just ripping that top.
That was a thing of beauty, that slide job. Let's see if we can get to Slide Job City here tonight.
Flatten still
Flatten out down at the bottom. Fromke, your leader, heading into turns 3 and 4. Flatten going to work the bottom side. Fromke up top. Fromke, your leader, 11 in. 39 remaining for Fromke in 63, continuing to be challenged by Flatten. Barry in third, Lane in fourth, and Blazer
we got one around.
First 5.
There's the caution. We have one coming around, coming out of turn 4.
Oh, yes. Track's still looking pretty good. Got a lot of racing yet.
Very racy. See that high line definitely got a little more momentum coming out of the corner though.
Momentum.
Cedar Lake is, depending on track conditions in real life, it either will or it won't take rubber. I mean, I've seen races that run 100 laps on this track where you think it should be taking rubber and locking up a little bit, and it doesn't. And then you see it lock up after what they call a pro stock or super stock feature event. Jamie Seavalls. There's another legend. He's in the Facebook Live chat. He says hi to you, Blake, but he doesn't say hi to me unless I missed it.
Yeah, Jamie's kind of a stud like that. Him and I have traveled together and had a good time. Wow.
Jamie Seavalls been around this sport his whole life. Currently serving on AJ Diemel's pit crew.
Here we go, lining it back up, boys. Let's see if we can get some more slides. Get some more slides, like Ben's favorite sandal.
This is my favorite sandal.
Well, just hanging on. It's red.
Look at that 3-wide battle for the lead. They're coming out of turn number 2. Now it's going to be poised for a 3-wide battle for second. As Flatten drifts from bottom to top, glances right around the cushion, trying to follow around Fromke. Barry makes his way now into third. Tight battle for third as they come into turn 3. Caden Blazer says, I like to picture my Jesus in a tuxedo t-shirt because it's formal, but I'm here to party. He's coming to the party too, trying to anyway.
Got a whole gaggle of cars coming in there from the back.
Do you see that 4 wide through 3 and 4?
4, 5 wide. Sammy's down there on the bottom. Just got tapped. Oh, they saved it. Saved it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't look.
Everybody's good. It's fine. Everything is fine. It is just fine.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Move along. Nothing to see. Actually, everything to see here. Look at this, Blake and Mick, as they groove again, low and high. Low and high. And a lot of the legends of Cedar Lake Speedway will tell you that the groove is high in 1 and 2 and low in 3 and 4. It looks to me like the groove is on the high side right now. Fromke in the lead with about a 0.3 of a second advantage over Flatten.
Man, it is. We got to go in car with Fromke quick.
Yeah, can we?
You guys got to see how close he has to run to this wall just to hold it up there. It is just the finesse to hold it there and not smoke the wall is just crazy.
Incredible, and you can take a look at his wheel too. He's not sawing on that wheel. This setup matched with his driving style is proving to be the secret sauce, that magic formula that everybody's looking for. Fromke definitely has found it as we are approaching the halfway point here in this Dirt Race Central iRace Invitational.
Type of track right
Yeah,
now.
everybody's up there ripping the top off.
You can see the right rears corners just flying off the cars
You know, it seems so obvious to say that in order to pass a race car, you have to be where the car isn't. It seems so obvious to say that, but also you have to somehow, some way find a faster line to get around the car in front of you. Sometimes, again, you go to high side, low side, or you just feather that throttle.
It takes extreme finesse to make these cars do what they're doing right now. Caution's out. Picture of Ben and Jeremy.
That's on Parker's car. That's on Parker Anderson's car. Look at that.
Parker is the cause of this caution. There goes Ben's face.
That's fine.
Oh, picks up
Just
Sammy Mars.
Don't damage Jeremy's face. That's all I care about.
Looks like everybody's gonna make her out of that one alive. Oh boy.
Parker! In racing, you're supposed to stay on the track, not through the infield. You're not Chubb Frank.
There we go. There's a beautiful shot of them faces.
Look at that.
Looks like Parker Anderson's gonna head to the pits to get his one quick repair and come back out, hopefully.
And just like that, we're halfway.
Halfway home, Fromke. He's got a sight set on that $1,000 paycheck. See if Flatten can spoil it. Lean right there as well.
And we got Barry in fifth, Blazer, Dolman, Broking, Curdy, Lean, Speck, Mars. Oh, this is gonna be fun, boys. She really starts to get rowdy after halfway on these tracks.
Oh yeah. Turns into a big time party.
Green flag.
Fromke's great on those starts.
Right combination of smashing the noisy pedal down, as well as turning the wheel, just throw away the brake pedal at that point if you're Fromke running way up top the way that he is. Caden Blazer, talk about finesse. Look at what Caden Blazer is about to do. It just did over in the other set of corners. Running the bottom in these cars at this racetrack is tough. It takes a pile of finesse to be able to do it. Blazer just threw it.
We got a pile up.
Blazer got into the wall a little bit and got slowed down, and the car behind him didn't have anywhere to go. Picked up the back end of his car and spun him.
Yard sale.
Just what I was talking about, Caden.
With the announcer curse.
Yep, there you go, Ben.
Yes, Nick Trainer, you are right. The 63 of Fromke, he does have some serious yank under the hood of that thing. Holy cow. Getting a little chirpy in the chat, boys.
That's good stuff. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm digging it. Simon, run to the concession stand and give me some popcorn and a six-pack, please, would you?
Six-pack of?
Diet caffeine-free soda, of course.
I knew it. I thought you were going to say yogurt. Six-pack of Yo Plays. Come on.
Can I get a six-pack of strawberry Yo Plays, please?
Yeah. How about the old ones? What was that stuff called? The yogurt in a tube?
Go-gurt?
Go-gurt, yeah.
Alright, let's go. Green flag.
Alright.
Fromke, just so perfect on the stars.
How does he do it, and does he give lessons?
I don't know. I look like I'm trying to drive an army tank every time I take a green flag in these things.
Look who's up into fourth. We got Johnny Brokey.
Caleb Moan and Sammy Mars having one hell of a battle. 7, 8.
Right there in 6 as well, Blake.
Caleb was pretty nervous going into this deal. Didn't know how he was going to do, but boy, I mean, shit, you're running top 10. Can't be frowning on that.
Like you said, top 10, nothing to shake a stick at there, that's for sure. You finish in the top 10 with these competitors in this format, that's saying something.
Sammy Mars going to have a little ill-handling car with that V-shaped spoiler in the back.
Our biggest movers so far is Jeffrey Lean and Cole Spacek.
He's just leaning right into the top 3 as he is.
Old Blake. I love it.
Caden coming back up through. He's up to 11th.
15 to go. Highline does seem to be where it's at.
George, we're definitely teching tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Indeed, yes, I do want a gallon.
Grip hacks.
Grip hacks.
People got grip hacks. Oh, caution's out again. What do we got, Mick? Show us some butter.
Looks like it was Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on, Parker. Ben, would you get your face out of these incidents? Seriously.
I blame Jeremy. It's not my fault.
Too much. Too much.
Oh, self-spin.
You're supposed to stay on the racetrack. Stay on the racetrack. Don't go into the wall. Don't go to the infield. There you go. Proud of you.
At least he didn't get any damage out of that one.
Alright, who we picking here, boys? We gotta put some money down. It's getting pretty rowdy with 14 to go.
I don't know, Fromke's pretty strong.
Fromke is strong. He's been strong every single practice, too.
You know, being that this is a Wissota sanctioned iRace, Corey Mader does bring up a good point. Check the wheels. We're not only are we checking tires, but we're also going to check the wheels for stickers and stamps. If you don't have your wheels stamped or stickered, stamped and stickered, you will be disqualified.
I don't know, are these boys running their Wissota decals?
Yeah, better
They
have
have their
it
fire
on the
suits?
too.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we did get Jesse's built to media suit loaded up into here too.
You did?
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore, but yeah, it was on here.
And we're green, 15 to go. Oh, 14 to go.
down the stretch.
You got those lean boys working down low.
Lean. Yeah, Lean trying to make something happen there for sure.
Deck
And,
height,
yeah,
that
we
will
will-
definitely be.
We are enforcing the droop rule.
Oh,
Ding it!
whoa.
Ding it! Bong!
Oh my! Parking lot.
Somebody say hey. These cars are junky.
I would hate to hear the chat going on between those guys right now.
Jesse did mention it got a little rowdy there in the C main or B main, whichever one it was. They were talking some smack.
Naughty potty mouth drivers.
Corey, that was definitely a yard sale. Tow truck guys are going to be pissed after tonight's feature for sure.
Definitely earning their money.
Like back on the pace car, we're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Ooh, the green was delayed. Not everybody was lined up properly.
Yeah, we can still wear hey dudes, Nick. It's cool. It's fine.
And to answer your question, Darren Hazelton, they're still pitting off of 1 and 2. Not sure what you're watching, but they're going in 1-2 right now. That's where the pit area is at.
They even got the fuel barrels out there and everything. Got the sheep's foot.
I've hit those barrels on this track. That's not fun.
No. I'm kind of disappointed you can't drive through the pond. Green flag.
13 to go, green flag, Fromke, Flatten. 3 wide battle for second, Jeff Lean.
Caution back out.
Just as things were getting serious.
Looks like it was Luke Hines at least involved in it. We'll see what happened.
Oh, he left.
Yeah,
Back. Ghost
he
mode.
warped out on that one.
Yep, he went ghost mode. Somebody must have turned on a light in his house. The legendary Beamer. Okay. Some of these comments should just stay in the chat, maybe.
Well, the one that says Blake's my hero from Mike Hahn, I have to agree. I don't care if he's talking about Blake Adams. I'm saying Blake Anderson.
Hey, Mike! Oh, Nelly! Here we go.
Oh, Nelly, let me tell you about a racer from International Falls, Minnesota, Jake Fromke.
Okay, what are you gonna tell me?
He's fast. He's got a couple of wins this year. And 20.2.
You guys are probably too young to remember when there was a track up in International Falls.
No, I remember it.
I don't.
You would.
Green flag, 12 to go, boys. It's getting close to getting that sauce. Rocky's still on the hammer. Lean
Flatten
is
is
just rolling.
not letting him go, though.
We got a pile up coming out of 4.
They're flipping. Like grandma's casserole falling off the counter. Yeah, wrecked
Should never
right
let
there.
Grandma's casserole fall off the counter.
No one. Looks like we got a little bit of overcorrection, and oh, there it is.
Ooh, he did
Change machine.
Nice little pirouette in the air.
Exchanging 500. Wait, somebody, hopefully he didn't have any loose change in his pocket. Someone's getting a quarter to the visor after that next lap.
I don't know. I think he gets a 10 for sticking the landing, though.
That was great, wasn't it?
That was awesome.
Don't even need a hook or an escape button. You can just keep on rolling. like Limp Bizkit once said. Who do we got here on the bottom getting the lap back? 10 to go. This is actually working. These cautions are actually working out perfect because now it's going to get downright interesting.
I do believe that was Brock Stout getting his lap back.
All right, Stout from nope, Stout got his lap back. So Fromke, Flatten, Lean, Broking, Moan, Mars, Blazer, and we're wrecking. Okay, so
Right. So
did everybody have a good weekend?
So, read any good books lately?
Yeah, I did actually. Last week it was the Fleet Farm Flyer.
Nice.
Ice fishing rods on sale, 15%.
One of my favorites. I love that author.
Yes, it's free. You know, it's a weekly deal. Comes every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it till Tuesday, the way mail's going now.
Yeah.
Either that or you gotta go pick it up yourself, one of the two. Blazer just squeaking his way back up front, ain't he? Just gonna get in right here. Whoops, excuse me
let
there,
me
quick.
just switch in here.
Yeah, let me just squeeze past you there once, guy.
All right, our biggest mover right now is Jeffrey Lean, up 13 positions the way it's showing on the board.
Plus 13 is Jeffrey Lean. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, that is neat. Leaning right in for that extra cash.
Just leaning on the noisy pedal hard.
Oh, I don't know about you two.
Neither do we. Neither do we.
I don't know who to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, they did not go green. Did not go green.
Pace truck is crapping his pants. Man, that guy is junked. We lost the pace truck, everyone.
I've seen some pace truck drivers that tend to get a little overzealous and pull out in front of the field of cars just as they're starting to slow down and almost get hit.
That was a cool story.
You're welcome.
Took a while to get there, but we made it.
At least it's not like that time in the NASCAR race where someone stole the pace car.
That one time.
That
Every
one-
good story starts out with that one time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good question. George in the chat wants to know if there's going to be any boxing fights on after this to settle this dispute.
As long as it's on the front stretch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did everyone see the fight from the Tulsa shootout? That was one of the better ones I've seen this year.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was in night number 1 too.
Ooh, Flatten challenging for the lead.
Wow.
Oh, I think this is the first restart Fromke hasn't just ran away.
Let's see what Fromke's got. Flatten does slide up into the high line, trying to protect his lead. Down to single digits, 8 to go. 7 to go this time by Flatten out front. Fromke in second. Pair of Leans, third and fourth, leaning on each other, trying to finish ahead of each other with Broking rounding out your first 5. We're winding down, boys.
7 to go.
They're coming up on some lap cars.
Mars at 7. Shit's getting real, Mars. Lean and lean. Just tossing them. Broken hanging on to 4th.
Flatten saving his stuff for the very end. If you want to finish first, you must first finish.
Damn near a
And-
second lead.
It's like every great race car driver that ever taught me anything. You always set up for the end of the race, not the beginning of the race, but there's no setup here. So you just work on saving your stuff a little bit, and hopefully you got a little something for the boys at the end. 4 to go.
4 to go. Flatten's got him dialed in. Fromke working. Lean is leaning.
Broking rounding out the top 5 with Moan riding around in 6th. Mars up to 7th. We got Blazer in 8th, Smith in 9th, and Barry has dropped down to 10th.
Here we go. I don't think anybody's going to catch Flatten as long as he stays consistent.
He's got to keep it off that wall a little bit, though.
She is up there, boys.
Blake Anderson's dirty underwear hanging out this time by signifying one more trip around the historic Cedar Lake Speedway for Flatten in 15.
Oh! He sent it!
Does he gather it back up? Flatten takes the win.
That was awesome.
Wow!
Hey, boys.
Spectacular. Wow.
Ride or die, baby.
Absolutely.
All right, we got Flanton, Fromke, and 24 Leanin. Then we got Broking and Jeffrey Leanin in 5th.
Hey, Lamone, 6th place. Sammy Mars. Smith in 8th. Are we interviewing these boys or what?
We're going to try to. We'll see if they'll jump in Discord and let us get an interview of them.
All right.
I
That
tell
was
you
good
what,
stuff.
again, on a scale of 1 to neat, that was pretty
That was
neat.
pretty neat, yeah.
What have we got going down here in the Eddie Nicholson Memorial Victory Lane?
Dirt Race Central Invitational. There it is, $1,000 to Flatten.
I'm guessing that this is going to be the first annual DRC Invitational.
I hope it is. I think we should do this monthly.
I agree. I agree. Something to scratch the racing itch in the off season for sure. Kyle, for $1,000, I'd slam you into the wall for the win.
Especially when you can't feel it.
Yeah.
All right, boys, are you ready to do some interviewing?
Bring them on.
All right.
All Ben.
Bringing in our 3rd place finisher of Jace Lean.
The childish.
Jace, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thank you.
Well, Jace, you had a heck of a run going throughout the entire night. You know, finishing just over a second back from the feature winner. Podium finish, you got to be pretty happy with your performance.
Yeah, I'm just happy to finish the race and finish in the top 5.
Well, that's awesome. I'd give you an opportunity to be able to thank anybody you would like to thank, not only for this race, but also for racing going on in the summertime as well.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Lean Designs and my brother for working with me a little bit there, and then my buddy Tucker Bujo for all the help he does, and that's it.
You're right. Well, thank you very much. Wishing on behalf of the everybody here in the broadcast booth, wishing you and yours a very happy new year. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for racing with us tonight, and congratulations on one heck of a run.
Thank you.
Nice work, Jace.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have our 2nd place finisher, Jake Fromke.
Fromke.
I would have kept racing.
Jake, welcome to the booth.
Hey.
So you led most of that race. Flatten got you on with that last restart. What happened?
There was a little miscue of scoring. We were confused as to who was lined up in front of who because I was clearly ahead, but scoring said I was in 2nd. And we couldn't talk with race control, obviously, so it was confusion. It was just total confusion. But yeah, we got in a little jumble after Flatten got by, but it is what it is. Nothing wrong with silver.
Nothing wrong with silver, buddy. Nothing wrong with silver.
That's in
Ben
the
Bro.
mail.
Ben Brost here. You've threw a couple of sliders, some haymakers throughout the evening, and fell victim to kind of one of them there a little bit. You had the field definitely covered. The car had to feel pretty good for you.
Yeah, I thought the cautions were driving me nuts, but that's what happens when you're leading, I guess. But yeah, the car. I mean, once you get in a rhythm here, it's a matter of hitting your marks every lap. And I don't know, the iRacing compared to real life. I know you guys want to hear this. Is the just straight nerve. Like there's no adrenaline. It's just 100% nerve, and it's just like you're literally shaking your chair. Whereas when you're in the race car, you just there's enough adrenaline to keep you thinking straight.
That's 100% true.
Hoofda. I'll tell you what, I'm sweating.
We put you in car just so I could show everyone like how much finesse it takes to run the top, like you were running it for so many laps too.
Yeah, it's nerve wracking. You gotta be perfect.
A lot
Oh,
of foot,
man.
lot of pedal work when you're running up on the high side, as you were again.
Yeah, you're never wide open, really. You'd think you're wide open, but I mean, I probably gave it most 3/4 throttle that entire race.
The track conditions tonight, do you feel as though they played to your favor based on your driving style?
Absolutely. And since from the get-go, it was easier to get to the lead with how racy it was right away. And yeah, I like the cushion. I like a wide track play on, not limited to 2 or 3 lanes. I think the track turned out pretty good. And it was definitely very technical towards the end. Yeah, no complaints on the track.
Well, going home with a little bit of money in your pocketbook should set you up for a great New Year's weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank all my sponsors on this rocket. Then I also got to thank everyone for putting this on. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool deal that all of us get together in the winter to do this. I got to thank all my family, everyone watching at home, NASCAR Wizard. I know you're watching this. Yeah, everyone that gets this thing rolling. Sports, it's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for joining us in the announcers booth. Going home with silver again. On behalf of everybody in the announcers booth, as well as from DRC, congratulations on an awesome night and a podium finish.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Great job, Jake.
Yep, congratulations, Jake.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in the man of the hour.
What?
Here he is, Mr. Ryan Flatten.
Ryan!
Go on.
Riding around second and third. Top 5, tickling top 5 all race long. Just a handful of laps to go. You make a move, you get in the lead, never look back.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. That one restart, it gave me the lead there. And with the way iRacing works, especially at Cedar, it's really bad. If the caution comes out right away on a restart, a lot of times the guy on the outside is going to get the lead. And we were just confused, and we couldn't hear race control saying if they were going to clear our blacks or whatever. So I just assumed that I was going to go to the lead there so I wouldn't get a black flag. So, I mean, I caught a very big break there. Obviously, Jake was really good, and I feel like we were both pretty much the class of that field right there, and it was going to be a battle between us two. I hate that it come down to that, but I guess it is what it is, right?
Well, tell you what, going home, top of the podium, $1,000 payday for you. Not too shabby for the middle of winter on a Thursday, huh?
No, that's the most money I've ever raced for, really, even real racing, other than probably the 100 and one other 1,000 to win race in Montevideo in 2018. So, like Jake said, it's not really adrenaline, man. I mean, you get nervous, and people think I'm crazy for saying that. But when you bring money to the table on this game, it's a whole different kind of nerves, like he said. And it's pretty great that you guys do this for us and put up the money you guys did with no entry fee. I mean, it takes a lot, especially to try to keep it more of a local deal where a lot of these guys don't do this a lot. And it's been fun, man. It definitely has been.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining us here at the iRacing version of Cedar Lake Speedway here at the first annual or inaugural DRC invite, whichever way you want to put it. I'll give you an opportunity to thank anybody you would like to thank on your car, both here as well as in real life, on your sponsors on your car.
Yeah, as far as the sim racing goes, CFM Esports, Chris Ferguson, T-Berry Motorsports, Majula C, Speed Shop, TAC 3. As far as my real car, Team Redline Graphics, Flat Out Performance, Turbine Chassis, Sturdy Race Engines, Wild Performance. There's a bunch. JS Small Engine. Yeah, can't wait till next spring and hopefully see everybody again.
Well, thank you so much again. One more time for you coming out here tonight. And yeah, I echo your sentiments. Is it April yet? Holy cow! I want to go racing. But I tell you what, just like for you, I'm sure that this was pretty gratifying. And again, you get to go have some fun this weekend. Got $1,000 richer.
We gotta get these boys to tech.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it, man. The guys that put up the money for this and you guys for doing the broadcast, it takes a lot of hard work. And I've done this for a lot of years. And to see what sim racing has really come to as far as broadcasting and money and just everything, man, it's pretty crazy to see. So keep up the good work and hopefully you guys keep doing this.
Well, we're going to do our best to do so. Again, congratulations, flat out, Ryan Flatten, on picking up the dub, parking it here in the inaugural first annual DRC Invitational. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Yep, thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Sign the big check.
All
You
right.
get a really big check.
Take it to a big check bank.
All right, Ben,
All right.
Blake, thanks for joining us. Ben, where can we find your podcast?
You can find it's not just my podcast. It's also Blake Anderson's podcast. Gunner Cummings, Zach Wittes, the four of us, better known as the Todd Squad, built 2 media podcasts. That's built number 2 media podcast, available on all major podcast platforms. Episode 70 was just released, and we'll be putting out more content here in the coming weeks.
Awesome. We're going to be checking that out for sure. Blake, thanks for joining us tonight. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Dirt Race Central being one of the main ones. We had, now I can't remember them. Ben, do you remember who the rest of them were?
Wide Open Marine, Central Plains Construction, Built 2 Media Podcast. Built 2, we threw up money for Hard Charger, for First Flip, for and Hard Luck. We'll decide who's going to get the Hard Luck here in just a little while. And Wide Open Marine for Best Appearing Car. And we will release that information, who won Best Appearing Car here, in the next day or so. So thank you very much to everybody who participated. We still got 114 people tuned in. Thank you to everybody who has tuned in to watch this event. A lot of fun, boys. Really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it's glad everyone was able to struggle through it with us. We all had to learn how to do this, and we did it in a pretty quick hurry. So I enjoyed it a lot, just like Jake said, and everybody else said. I hope we can keep on doing this because it was a pretty good time.
Well, Blake, your first ever race on the microphone. You think you got a career ahead of you once you get out from behind the wheel?
I think it's going to be a lot easier in person with car noises, to be honest. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun.
That is true. That is true. For those of you wondering how you get your money, DRC will reach out to those who are going to be getting money, or who have earned money here this evening. The fine folks at Dirt Race Central will reach out to everybody that has some money coming to them. Mick, pleasure working with you, buddy.
Pleasure working with you, and I'd like to thank Ben Christensen for putting this on and putting up the money for us, and we'll have a great night, and maybe we can do this again.
Would love to.
Please let us know.
All right.